This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Oxygen Not Included. I know we missed an episode last week. I'm sorry. Some issues went down and, life happens. So we're back at it this week, and I was playing a little bit, trying to get things ready for the episode, and I think I found the solution to all of our problems. It's right here. It's a volcano. This should allow us to get plenty of heat throughout the base. If we take a look here, it is super hot down here, like crazy hot. So what I'm hoping is I can use this to radiate heat up and through everything. I'm going to try to keep it as controlled as I can because I think this can kind of get out of hand. I don't know. I've never really messed with volcanoes a lot. I've always just kind of left them do their thing because, they're volcanoes, and I didn't feel I was ready for it. But now, I don't really have a choice. We're going to play with this volcano. Some dupes might get burnt. It could go terribly wrong, and the base could just collapse and burn up in fire. But I don't think that's going to happen. Looks like we also have something here as well that we're actually coming straight down to. And we can see what that is by doing a little cheaty shenanigans here. And I think we just do... It's this. And then we get an alert. And that is a cool slush geyser. Okay, so that's that. So we can do that to see what that is. And it's a little cheaty, but I want to know what it is. I didn't even realize that was there until just now. That's our water problem taken care of there. And we can use the volcano to heat it up. We could even combine the two to create steam. Oh, peeps. We just got so many possibilities. We're going to take care of this for power. I got this working to get all set up. I'm going to pump this out here first and create a vacuum here. And then I'm going to free up all of this and allow it to come in here. I don't know. I got to work this out still. I'm still working on this. It's a bit of a mess because I'm not 100% sure how I'm going. I guess I could flip a switch to a door after I've created a vacuum that then opens. Yeah, we could do that. But I'm gonna have to let a little bit of it out first. And then I eventually want to get it all in the containers here. I forgot what these were called. Gas reservoir. It's right there in front of your face if you just read FireSpark, you derp. So we're going to get all of this into the gas reservoirs to have it contained and keep it. Then we'll come in here and we'll research this and get a little bit better setup going on for this situation here, and then I'll build around it and build a proper setup for it. But for now, I just want to I need to create a vacuum here, and then so we're only pumping this into the reservoirs. I guess I could just pump everything in there and then filter after the fact. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. My main point of focus, though, is going to be figuring out how to use this volcano. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let the dupes, I'm not going to give them any other priorities, anything else to do besides build this here. And then we're just going to wait patiently till they go through and dig down into here and dig all of this stuff. We're going to free up some hydrogen, and I want to build actually, I take that back. We're going to build one other thing. We're going to go to the oxygen. We have stupid amounts of algae, so I'm not really too worried about it. I'm actually going to place that there. We're going to go to power. And we're going to drop in a battery and then another one of these shebangs. And then we're going to just do that. And then that'll flood this area with oxygen so they can work down here. Because right now they can't really, there's a lot of chlorine going on and a lot of polluted oxygen. But I'm not too worried about that. And we have all of this for resources. Oh, they changed this. This was not like this before. Oh, that's cool that we can actually close that up now. So we have 11 tons of algae. I'm not concerned about algae. It's not going to be a problem. So we're just going to go down here. I disabled this one for now. We got plenty of oxygen up here. And then once I enable this one down here, the oxygen will flow up and all of these other gases will compress down. At least that's what should happen. All right, so we're gonna skip a little time here and see if we can get all of this under control. Oh, actually, before we do that, we have an option here. What do we got? Food? Pufflet, shine nymphs. Really? I don't want another dupe yet. It's going to be a while before we get another dupe. I guess we'll go shines because at least those help decor. For those of you who are not aware, if we do the decor overlay, you can see wherever there's a little shine nymph, they give a ton of like decor goodness. So we'll just flood the base with those. It'll help with the decor situation until I feel like actually dealing with it. So yeah, we're just gonna skip some time and then work towards getting down here. Okay, so we're almost there. We're digging into the volcano now, and there's a second one over here. So we have 2 volcanoes and a ton of heat in this area that we can make use of. And I don't think this cold is enough to actually chill these volcanoes. I don't know what gains priority here. Like, will this heat up the cold, or will the cold in the biome cool down the volcano? I don't know which takes priority in this game, but we're gonna find out. We're almost there. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, fire, that's great. How are you going to get all of that heat up through your base? And that is what we're going to work on next. As soon as we dig in here just the tiniest bit, I think we have to get all of this abyssalite. I think this creates a non-passable barrier, or like a really strong barrier. You can see here a little bit of it's leaking through, but not too much. We're gonna dig out. Oh great, she just sneezed and created like a tidal wave of water. How is that even how is that even a thing? Like, how does that happen? Now what's going on? This stuff needs to freeze. Why isn't this water frozen? Oh, probably because of the salt water. I don't think, well, that should freeze too. Interesting, because like over here, what's going up here? This freezes. See how it keeps freezing over here? So what's the temperature over here? 6.8. Okay, so what's the temperature? Oh, I guess the volcano is what's keeping it from freezing down here. What's our temperature down here? Yeah, that would be why. So that's fine. we actually need a little bit of water. I was gonna pump it from someplace else, like maybe here, but I think that'll work. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna basically get a looping water pipe, and it's just gonna loop continuously and filter the heat, or I should say transport the heat up. It's gonna be a massive build to build pipe all the way down there, but that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to run said pipe through the base. I haven't worked that out yet. We will get there. We need to run it up to here first, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do after that. I run a little bit of power through here to do this, and I think what I'm gonna do, I don't think I'm gonna do the whole vacuum thing shenanigans. I wanna kind of get the power going here with this sooner rather than later. So what I think I'm gonna do instead is just fill this up, and then I will filter the additional gases out, because I should be able to just do an output and then filter out what I don't want, and then refill, put it back into here, and it should eventually just filter out. Now also what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a second set of tiles like that, and then I'm going to dig this out as well, and then put 2 more of these above there. But the first thing we're going to do, let's delete that because I don't want them working on that right now. I want to get this volcano going, and I want to get heat in the base first. That's my main priority, and it should be relatively easy to do once we allow the heat to escape. You couldn't freaking dig that? You couldn't just finish? Really? Couldn't just that little one more tile? You couldn't just do that one more tile? Okay, so the cold, let's watch. Oh, we got vacuum there. That's fantastic. Can we mop? Okay, we can mop that. So let's do this. Let's priority massive that and get them down there. They'll mop this, and this should just flow into it. We need to get that vacuum out of there because the heat won't transport. Yeah, they'll just mop that up. It'll just keep, the physics are just hilarious in this game. Keep mopping, keep mopping. Can we mop all of it? Can we super high priority mop all of that? Oh, we can, great. Get down there and mop that crap. The tiniest little liquid lock. Yeah, mop it till there's no more. Okay, great, now you can cancel. Okay, so now let's take a look at our heat situation. So the heat's escaping now, and that's what we want to make use of. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take plumbing. We're going to do the regular pipe, and I think I don't want to get it too close, because too close it might melt. So that's 200 there. That's 87 there. We just want to be on the cusp of it. And if I need more heat to escape, I should be able to, you know, pop one more of those blocks there or there out. So I think what I'm going to do, we're just going to start here, and I can move it if I need to. We'll start there like that, and that should be close enough. Yeah. So we're just good enough to get the heat there. And then what we will do, I'm going to leave it paused for a second. We're going to take this like that, and then we want this one as well. And then this is just going to go up through here. Nope, not like that, like that, like that. And we're just going to create a loop. It's a ton of pipe, but it'll be all right. So then we're going to take that through there. And I gotta run this one first because I gotta be careful where I don't want to dig some of these areas out. Like now it needs to pop up to there. So then that means this one can stay here and then go up in the ceiling. And then, yeah, like see here, this is gonna have to run through the stairs. And then this one can run up through here. And then we have plenty of good clearance here, so then it can just run. Actually, let's delete that. And actually, now that I think about it, cancel all that. Cancel it all. Cancel it all. I want to do insulated. I want to do the non-insulated to pick up the heat. How am I going to do this? Cancel it all. Cancel all of it. Okay, so plumbing, normal pipe, this, so we can deal with the overheat temperature. I don't know what its overheat temperature is, but that's plus 27 degrees, so that should be fine. And then we'll take it just a little bit like that. That way it can pick up the heat. So just like that. And then we're going to swap to insulated pipe so it holds the heat. Now this whole area should actually heat up more. That's got overheat temperature as well, plus decor. I'm not too worried about the decor. And that's slow. Actually, no, we don't want that either because that's slow heating. We want the granite because the granite is not slow heating and it has the overheat temperature. What's that? That one's thermally reactive, but I think that means it also picks or distributes the heat out. So we're going to do the granite like that. I know, you're like, come on, make up your mind. And then we want, I guess it doesn't matter. The slow heating would probably be fine because that means it's going to be less likely to radiate the heat out. Let me know if I'm wrong after I've made all of this pipe. So, and then that's going to go like that. And then up through there. Then it goes to the ceiling. Then it can come up through here. And then, so that one's going to go up and over. So it can actually go up and over like that. We're going to continue to go up with the insulated all the way up through here. And then we're just going to leave it there for now until I figure out how I'm going to run it through the base. It needs to pass through here. I could just tap into this loop here and then get rid of the shenanigans that I have here. But I'll figure that out after we figure out the rest of this. Hopefully this will be enough for it to pick up enough heat. What do we got up here? Just carbon? Could just do let's do a loop. Let's do a loop like this. Yeah. That way it can pick up a little more. Actually, we probably don't need to take it out that far. Probably just do that. All right, crew, so I think everything is just about ready. I think the salt water heats up faster. If you take a look here, its specific heat capacity is 2.278 DTUs and its thermal capacity is 0.338. And then if we come up here to the normal water, it is 2.322 DTUs, and then its heat or thermal capacity is 3.338. So I think that it heats up quicker, that this heats up faster, if I'm not mistaken. Like if I'm wrong, let me know. But I think, because if you look here, specific heat capacity for this is 1.889 DTUs is required to heat 1 gram. And then if we come up here to this one is 2.33 or 2.322 to heat up 1 gram. So the salt water should heat up faster if I'm not mistaken. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig this out and let the salt water flow. And then, okay, you can stop now, buddy. You're done. Disable, stop. Okay, so now once they dig this out, let's swap this priority to 9. Nope, let's get the right priority. Priority not, what? Come on, game. Firespark, get it together. All right, there we go. User error. All right, so she digs that out. The salt water flows. The pump should start working, and now it should flow around that way. It's going to, our heat's getting pretty hot in here, but I think we're all right. Once we start moving this heat around, it should be all right. The water is going to pick up a little bit of the heat as well. So we're just gonna let that flow down, and then it should be good. And then what I'm going to do now is keep them from coming down here and messing around for now. In order to do that, we'll just click this. That means they can go this way, but they won't be able to come back down here. So all the ones that are down here, once they leave, they won't be able to get back in. So let's just go ahead and tell them to move on out of here. And I want them to do other crap for now. This should be self-sustaining for a while. If I need to run this more, I'll bring somebody back down here and have them run it more. But once it runs out of power, there should be enough water in there. And I kind of want a little bit of water down here as well, just to kind of even things out a little bit. Is that all of them? Yeah, we only have that poke shell down there. Nope, you're done down here. You can move. You just move. You're finished. There's no more work to be done down here. Everybody get up on out of here. Why are you coming back down here? Get out of here. Plus you're hungry. Why do you never eat? She never eats. Get down here. Or get up out of there. Get. Everybody go. And also on top of that, let's put her on the go eat something schedule because she never wants to eat. That's Xylo, right? Yep. So we'll go to schedule. If they don't eat, you can just do this. Have a schedule like this, and then I just put them on it. Because I don't know why she's not eating. But she's always hungry and she's never eating. And she's not stressed. I mean, she's got a little bit of stress, but not enough to like trigger any type of ability. And I don't even think she has like a binge eating ability. She obviously needed to use the bathroom. She needs to freaking eat and she's not doing it. That battery might not have been enough. We'll let a little bit go here for a little while and see. Maybe this heats up and this heats up the pipe better and distributes the heat more evenly. That could be a thing too. Let's take a look at the temperature. Yeah, we got constant heat here. So maybe once that gets down in here, that'll do that. Because it looks like it removed the hot spot that was there already. So that's actually good that that did that. So now this should continue to go through because I have the bridges pumping it in the proper direction. So the bridge goes that way and then a bridge goes this way. So it doesn't actually need the pump to continue to flow in that direction. It'll flow in that direction because of the bridges. Now let's take a look at our heat. Okay, so we've got a tiny little bit of heat coming up here. All right, so we just need to let it run for a hot minute and see what it does. So it's gonna have to heat this whole area. It's gonna be a little while before we actually see something serious. But what I did is I just pumped it into here and closed this off, and then this is its own looping thing now. It just comes straight through here and goes back out. I just broke our line through here, which was easy enough to do, and I figure this would be our radiating spot. So hopefully it does the thing. We got a bunch of idle workers right now, and that's fine. I just wanted to see if that did the thing. Now we can start working on this because this should, over time, it should do the thing. It's gonna take a while because essentially what, if I'm not mistaken, if I understand how this game works right, it's gonna have to like heat this area up and then slowly pull the heat up through here and then heat here, and all the way up through here is gonna have to gain in temperature before it can actually heat this. And I may send somebody down here to actually dig this out a little more just to heat this water up faster to speed the whole process up. I mean, it's not too bad now, but it needs to finish draining, and it's goofy here. As you can see, it's like dripping slowly. This guy's gonna suffocate, but it should start to get much hotter. So it's slowly fighting back. I'd like it to get much hotter, but I mean, we have the radiant pipe there. All right, so our next big project is to do this, to get our gas power. Unfortunately, we have hit our wrap-up time for this week's episode, so that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you'd like to join my elite group of Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.